Charming One. I just wanted to share with you how to propagate succulents. It's really easy. I went to Lowe's last night and I found a whole bunch of buckets of succulents that were like half dead. So I got like 6 of them for a little of nothing, like 6 big containers of succulents for almost nothing. And so I scavenged them all. I kind of picked some leaves off and kind of replanted them so that they can regrow. So this is how all of these will turn out. You take leaves, you let them sit and callus over at the ends here. Like it'll look like a little scab or something. Excuse my nails, I've been playing in the dirt. And then after they scab over, after a few days, you can just lay them on soil. So imagine that's not there. Oh, I'm super ashy. I was playing in the dirt and water. So you lay the leaves in there and then you mist them every day with a spray bottle. And then they start producing a whole new succulent at the end. So this one's been going for a while. I brought this back from Texas with me. This was one. So yeah, that's how you go with it. Even the stems, I planted the stems because they're gonna reproduce some leaves as well. These, I don't think they're gonna make it. So this is a perfect example of leaves that might not be able to propagate, but we're gonna do an experiment and we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure these are too far gone. But I'm gonna let them sit out and see if they callus over, you know, or if anything changes. So these are healthy leaves right here. There's a little stem right there, and then you just plant them eventually. And this kind of, I would say, is like the umbilical cord of the plant. It will fall off on its own eventually. So yeah, there's some babies right there. This is like the nursery, the succulent nursery. These are ones that I'm going to sell this weekend at an event. It's pretty. Got one more like this, but it's pink over there. And this little rhino. Isn't it cute? So yeah. And I will update you guys. I'll go ahead and post this now. And then I'll link a update in a few days. When these callus over, I'll come back and show you that, and then I'll show you when I transplant them into just succulent soil. Just lay them on top, make sure you keep it moist and mist it every day. Then before you know it, these little babies will be big babies. So yeah, y'all, it's super easy. I saved a whole lot of money buying them half dead and abused. I'm gonna take care of them, and they're gonna shake back, and you're gonna have a whole bunch of succulents. And this process can keep going over and over and over and over, because you can always pop off a leaf anywhere, you know. So if y'all do this, let me know. If you have any other ideas or tips, let me know. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And remember, always be the charming one. Kilo, say bye. Come here, Kilo. Come here, say bye, Kilo. He's been obviously playing in water too. Say bye-bye. Hello, I'm back a few days later, and I'm going to give you an update on the process where I'm waiting for the calcification, if that's the right word, for the end. So this is how you want this to look. After a few days, kind of like scabs over. Not calcification. I can't remember the word, but you want it to scab over before you transfer it into soil. So this is what we're looking for. This was the plate of the ones that I was unsure of. So just to give you an example of what would have happened in your soil. And then if it does, you just make sure you want to take them out, because some of these still might die. You're not sure. You want to take them out so to prevent, you know, rot and all that nastiness. So this one may make it. It's not soft and squishy like some of these other things. Like, let's see. Well, that one's is like, ew, look at that. Disgusting. So these that I thought would make it, there's some that are not, like this, for an example. This is trash. These are trash. These are not going to survive. So, ew, it busted in my hand. Disgusting. These, obviously, little raisin looking things are trash. But let me show you examples of good ones. Like this one is thick, it's hard. You know. Oops. But you get the picture, right? So you want healthy leaves to put on the soil. Like some of these, like this is trash. Look at that. Nasty trash compared to hard. So let's see. I'm just gonna sit these, it's starting to rain, on a pot or a plate. It doesn't have to be a whole pot. It can be anything shallow. But this is all I have available right now. So this is what I am going to use. So what I do is, well, here, let me make it like a flat surface. I moisten this whole thing just so the soil could be wet under there, because I'm going to be misting these every day to make sure that they stay moist. Now it's dripping on my foot. So I just put them in there however you want. You can make a pretty design. I'll probably flip. Let's see, don't want to flip them over. I don't want them to sit there. So that's all we're going to be doing. Ew, that one's not going to make it. So I'll be back when I'm finished. That's all we're going to be doing, is sitting them on there. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. This is the end result of me placing the healthy leaves, at least the leaves that I think will survive, into the soil. The soil under here is a succulent mix. Succulents like well-drained soil. So I just recycled some soil from the buckets of succulents that I got from Lowe's that day. This one, I'm not sure if it's going to make it, but it's still hard. So I'm going to give them a chance. So what you do every day, you come out, get your spray bottle, some water, and you just spray them like so. You're gonna keep these babies moist. Only the baby leaves, because you're trying to get them to, you know, shoot out some roots. So that's that. And the soil below is already moist as well. So that will provide some type of moisture also to the leaves, just in case you forget to spray them one day or something like that. It also does, just don't let them really dry out. You want to keep them in a wet environment while they're in this stage. Not soaking wet, but moist. Like they're just sitting on top of this moist soil, and I just sprayed the top of it. Like, and then I will update you guys once the roots start to come out. So I'm gonna give you a close-up of the ends, because this is gonna be super duper amazing. So I may go ahead and post this part 1 and part 2 together, or part 1, 2, and 3, whatever you want to call it, because it's going to take a few days or weeks or whatever for the roots to come out. I have some rooting hormone, so we might try an experiment. Yeah, I'm going to experiment with these. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to find my rooting hormone, and I'm going to dip one side in the rooting hormone, and then I'm going to leave the other side normal without the rooting hormone, and let's see if this rooting hormone really works. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute. All right, so this is the rooting powder that I'm going to use. I got it for $6 in Texas at those garden centers, like the big garden centers. I can't remember. I think they call them Texas garden centers. They're like all over, really big chains. So this is where I got this from. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or somewhere on the internet. And there's other brands, but this is just the brand that we're going to be using today. And I have on gloves because it has all these, you know, precautionary warnings. So just make sure you wash your hands. If I would have read this before I got it, I wouldn't have bought it because it's hazardous to animals and us. But now I bought it, so I'm going to use it and just be very careful. I have gloves. I'm going to make sure I wash my hands. I'm not going to put it on my dog. I'm just going to dip the flowers and leave it in this spot. So that is that. And I'm not going to try to breathe in the air, you know. Like in science class, we work with all kind of chemicals in chemistry. And there's certain chemicals we should not smell, you know, and all that good stuff. So we're just going to listen to the rules and be safe here. So, yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so we have the powder here ready. I put a pine straw in here to divide the sides up. So, let's see. I'll probably dip this side and not dip the left side. So I'm gonna give you an example of how to dip these, and then I'll cut it short because you don't want to like watch me dip all of these. So I'm gonna take the leaf and just gonna like dip it in the bottom just a little bit to cover this part. I'm gonna tap off the excess powder, but be careful, you don't want to inhale this stuff. And that's that. So another example. Got your leaf. Just barely place it in. Tap off the excess. Oops. Well. Oopsie. Well, that's that on accident. Let's try to kind of help that. Okay, I missed it with some water. It's okay. One more time. I got powder on it from my gloves. But you get the picture. I'm just dipping the babies in the powder. Powder in the butts. Put powder on the baby butt. So that's what I'm doing. And that's basically it. And then we're gonna watch and see what happens. So one side is dipped and one side isn't. So we're gonna watch these babies grow. You can see there's no roots anywhere. I don't know if this one's gonna make it, but we're gonna give it a chance. There's no roots on any of these. And that's it. So I'm so excited about this experiment. Hey guys, make sure you tune in to part 2. I could only upload 15 minutes to this video, so stay tuned to see my other plants and other things that I had to say about the succulents and everything else. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos.